What's up, desktopers? Xavier Wills here for Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are back for another daily bodybuilding news live. And today we have 1 day out physique updates from guys like Behrooz Tabani, you've got Joseph, you've got a whole bunch of other guys as well, including Vitor Both. Plus, James Hollingshead speaks out on his coaching breakup with Patrick Tuor and admits he was wrong in certain scenarios there as well. Plus, we have much more in this one. So, guys, stay tuned, and I hope you guys enjoyed this additional episode of Daily Bodybuilding News Live. But let's get into it. What's up, desktopers? Now, before I get into this one, I want to encourage you guys, if you like and appreciate this type of content and you enjoy these live videos, give the video a thumbs up, smash that like button, also subscribe and hit the notification bell button. That way you'll be notified of every video that goes up from myself, Xavier Wills at Desktop Bodybuilding. Get in the comments as well if you are watching live. Frederick Colombo, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your last name. What's up, man? Appreciate you guys getting in the comments. It's much appreciated. But let's get into this one because we've got a bit of news to cover. This is going to be a slightly quicker one than normal, and I wanted to get into these physique updates from these top guys that are doing the Arnold Classic South America. And the first update is from Behrooz Tabani, but we have a video, and this one's courtesy of Mr. Olympia. I know Tarek El Gindi, I believe he was actually videoing this one of Behrooz, and I'll go back to the start, sorry, so we can analyze what Behrooz is looking like. I believe this is 2 days out, but under 48 hours out from the Arnold Classic Brazil or South America, whatever you want to call it. That front double bicep, let's go back a little bit. Now, he's not fully loaded. We know Milos's guys really do fill up closer to the contest, so I think that Behrooz is going to be killing this show. I think that he's going to win it. I can't see anyone outside of this actually taking the title, and yeah, I'm very, very impressed by Behrooz. Guys, let me know if you think anyone can actually beat this guy in the Arnold Classic South America, but we'll run through the other shots, and yeah, you guys are agreeing. Andrew Creason, I think Tabani will be hard to beat in this lineup. Now let's have a look at the side shots. He could use a little bit more hamstring, but I mean, that's still very impressive, and the glutes really, I mean, the hamstrings actually come up a bit, I think. The glutes really offset that regardless anyway. The side shots are still super, super impressive. Conditioning's there from the back. He looks like he's added more muscle to his frame, and I think that he is going to be very, very tough to beat. But let's have a look at some of these other physique updates as well. And you can see Behrooz there. He actually looks a little bit fuller maybe while he's on stage during this seminar. I'm not too sure. I can't imagine that would have been the case, considering I believe it was around the same time as well, a little under 48 hours out of that contest. But he looks very, very good there. We'll have a look. The back shot. Probably not as impressive from the back, but he's got the glutes as well. So when you see him fully stripped down, he looks very, very impressive. And you can see there that I believe that's Amir Omaragic there, who's touching the glutes, trying to grab a bit of skin. And I think it's going to be pretty hard to grab because he is basically skinless. Yeah, overall, very, very impressive. And we also have an update as well. We actually mentioned this. It only went up probably about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. Bodybuilding University Part 2 with Chad Nichols, Martin Fitzwater, and Stanimal Standronju. And we mentioned this guy, Joseph. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's looking really, really good. I don't know if this is his pro debut or not, but he looks very dry. He's separated, which I love. Whoops, I was meant to go through his other updates here. And look at that shot. He's got a brilliant crab most muscular. Hopefully his posing is on point. I feel like he could maybe even make this look better if he didn't lean down quite as much and really push the chest out a little bit more, because that chest is so striated that this should be something that he really does play up when he's on stage, you know, in terms of just making it a very, very obvious thing. Now, I want to go to Milos Sarchev's profile as well, and I'll do that live while we're talking, because he posted up some photos of Vitor Both, who's probably the #1 challenger to Behrooz, and Milos is actually prepping probably what's going to be the top 2 of this contest. And you can see Vitor Both is in great condition here. In terms of, I mean, when I say great condition, is it better than he normally is? I don't think so. It's probably around the same. I don't know if it's better or worse. You guys can let me know your opinion. I'm sure once he sucks all the water out and fills up, he's going to look ridiculously shredded, and he's going to do very, very well at this contest. But here's some photos of Behrooz as well that Milos actually posted up 21 hours ago, so well under 48 hours out, probably 30 something hours out of the contest, at least from prejudging, probably closer to 24 hours out. And Behrooz looks very good in these updates as well. But I will say, condition-wise, I mean, take out the glutes. When you go to Vitor Both, Vitor's probably, yeah, you look at the glutes, I'd say probably they're in similar sort of condition. And I think Milos is going to have the top two here. And Chad Nichols there, giving credit where it's due. So shout out to these guys, and a lot of guys like Ian Valier, Justin Shire, all these guys, and obviously Behrooz himself, getting in the comments and showing some love. But yeah, Behrooz just doesn't look as conditioned here, but it's all a lighting game, and you can look at one set of lights and think one thing, and then obviously a lot of guys filter their photos as well these days. So Behrooz is looking fantastic, and I'll make that a little bit bigger on the screen for you guys as well, so you can see it a tiny bit better. And shout out to you guys for getting in the comments as well. Phil, what's up? Life and bodybuilding. Yeah, I was 10 minutes late. Life happens, bro. Yeah, I had to actually reset the computer right before I started, which was a bit of a pain. Frederick says it's a weak lineup. Is Behrooz, and Behrooz is a favourite. He has striated glutes year round. And then Mr. Rudy says Sergio for the win and put a laughing face. Honestly, if Sergio was doing this, it would be a great battle between Sergio and Behrooz. The way Sergio's looking, I'd probably pick Sergio, but I don't know. That would be a tough one. I really wish he was competing, because it would add so much more excitement to the lean-up of it. Someone saying Joseph kind of small. He have to put on 30 pounds. I don't know if he has to put on 30 pounds. We'll go back to some of those updates from Joseph as well, because I think that he looks fantastic. In this shot, yeah, he looks like he needs more muscle overall, especially on the triceps. But when you go to this most muscular, he's a taller guy as well. So I think when he stands next to people, he looks like a taller guy. When he stands next to others, I think that he's going to look a lot more impressive. And honestly, like, I picked him down in 5th place. I think he's going to place higher than that. So anyway, let me know your opinions in the comments below on that. Now, I want to go to James Hollingshead. So he put up this post, and I saw this photo of him and Patrick Tuor, and I thought, what's this about? And I saw a lot of comments and a lot of likes. I'm going to read it out to you guys, because it's pretty interesting what he had to say about his coaching split with Patrick Tuor. So he says it's 1:39 a.m. and I would lie wide awake with a few words on my mind. And I lie wide awake with a few things on my mind. It's a shame this relationship ended how it did. My Instagram is my life documented, good and bad, real experiences and honest recollections. I decided I wanted to no longer be coached by Patrick due to the dependency on camera images to assess my progress. Fair enough, we're not in the same country, he can't see him in person, that's fair. I felt that we missed the mark at the Olympia 21, and it wasn't due to bad coaching. It was due to Patrick having a hard job making such assessments from images I was sending him. I felt that there was a loss of vital information when trying to rely solely on picture updates. I felt it was unfair to expect someone to know how to bring me in 100% when I'm not there in person for them to see me up close. I made a judgment error in not saying clearly what I wanted to do or why. It wasn't me being shady or a pussy. It was me taking into consideration a person's feelings of which I considered a friend. It was my way of doing things when my objective was to not hurt someone personally. Now, quickly, I'll interject. Now, James is a very nice dude. Behind the scenes, he is super nice. He's a super caring guy, and he wants to help everyone. That's just who James is. So anyway, I'll get back to this. I simply said I'm going to do my own thing for now. I know Patrick has strong opinions on others, and Jordan and I are extremely good friends. I decided to not be entirely open to working alongside Jordan because, quite honestly, I didn't want the drama. I know I could do things better, but hey, I'm me, and I made a call on a situation based on my own personality. My personality tries to avoid confrontation, and I can sympathize with James here because I'm the exact same way. I don't like confrontation. I try to avoid it, mostly at all costs, but that's something I think personally everyone needs to work on at some stage, at least a little bit. I enjoyed the conversations we had, and honestly, I felt like he was an uncle to me. I wrongly expected friendships to last beyond business. I've remained friends with many people from my past, though we have changed directions. My assumption was my error, and I'm sorry anyone had to be hurt by it. I'm just me, guys. I'm just me. I'm nothing more, nothing less. If anyone is like why I post this now, well, it's because I need to for me to feel better, to be able to say, okay, I said what I said, I am responsible. I wish for everyone to be successful. So it sounds like that Patrick and James perhaps don't have a friendship anymore, which is sad, and they were friends, and I know James valued Patrick as a coach very much, and it sounds like that James is admitting that he maybe handled it the wrong way to avoid confrontation, and look, I completely understand that. That's who James is. He doesn't like confrontation, and I'm the same way, so I can definitely sympathise with James in that, but I do appreciate the transparency from James, and you guys do as well. Life and Bodybuilding says, I respect his transparency, so that's absolutely awesome. He says, talked to Sergio the other day, and I think he's feeling pretty confident in whatever show he decides to do later. Yeah, absolutely. David Andrews says, James is an absolute gentleman. Yeah, very, 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 very proud of James, I guess, for coming out and putting this out there. He's a great dude. So shout out to James, and also I know Patrick as well. You know, very, very little, but he seems like a great dude as well. So I wanted to feature one more thing before I wrap up this video, and it's actually a hilarious video, and you guys will find out why shortly, and you won't find out without the sound on. But this is Samson Dauda standing next to Lee Seung Chul, who Lee Seung Chul actually beat out Samson a couple of years ago at that Korean Pro, where Samson was over there for 4 weeks, had to be 2 weeks in isolation, had to do all that stuff, and lost by 1 point, and 1 point away from qualifying for the 2021 Mr. Olympia, I think it was. Don't quote me on that, it might have been 2020, but I'm going to play the audio for this so you guys can really enjoy this, and it's quite ironic. This is part 2 of their pose down, and Samson's over there now. I assume he's doing some sort of a guest posing appearance in South Korea, and I want to play this for you guys just so you can enjoy it perhaps as much as I did.
Wow. Okay, let's do some side. Wow.
Wow.
제가 있어서. 와우.
제가 못 찍어요.
Wow. 네.
I don't know if you guys enjoyed that as much as me. I'm going to play it again, but I just love the wows.
Wow. Okay, let's do some side. Wow. 제가 있어서.
They're not as impressed with the back.
제가 못 찍어요.
Wow. 네.
I love it, man. Guys, I literally could not stop laughing at that, and I hope you guys enjoyed it half as much as I enjoyed it the first few times I watched it. I've watched it that many times now that I'm not finding it as funny, but yeah, it's cool, and it's amazing to see how much Samson has grown. I don't know what stage of his off-season Chul is at, whether he's prepping right now or not. He actually looks pretty lean, but yeah, that was you guys enjoyed it, I think, just as much as me. Wow. They're like stage ready. Yeah, they're pretty damn lean, both of them. Yeah, that's for sure. So I think Chul will have a contest coming up. Wow. If only Sam's had more peak to his biceps by John Bless. Yeah, I understand that. And Frederick, wow, low. Yeah, you guys enjoyed it. Cool. I'm glad I'm not the only one, because that would have been weird otherwise. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this daily bodybuilding news live. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I appreciate the love. And once this video goes up as well, if you guys can actually go onto the video, just refresh the page after it's already finished, once this is finished, and then just comment on there and give it a like and try to get that momentum of this video up, because it really does help with the algorithm. And some of these lives have been tanking a little bit, going to get a couple of thousand of views, so I want to try to get these up to 10,000 plus every single day, and I want to create a community. So I appreciate you guys getting involved. There's O'Reilly as well, he's in here a lot. David Andrews, appreciate all. Andrew Creason, Life and Bodybuilding, shout out. And Phil, John Bless, Frederick, David Andrews, all you guys for getting in the comments. Phil, much appreciated. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. This is Desktop Bodybuilding. I'm Xavier Wills. Tune into all my Arnold Classic South America Brazil coverage this weekend. I have 2 lives. The links are in the description below. Click on those, and then you can click the notify button. So when I do go live, you'll definitely be notified, well, hopefully anyway. So make sure you check it out. Pay attention to the times, and I will be going live on both of those, so you can check out all my coverage of the 2023 Arnold Classic South America. Also, Nathan Diash, I had a one-on-one with him, and part 2, which is my an interview with Nathan Diash. Let's touch on that. basically Nathan replies to comments and haters, and Phil Heath also replies as well, and Nathan gives his his opinion, let's just say that, and he goes hard as he always does, and I absolutely love it. And he gives so much information about in terms of when he's competing next, is he going to go to the Olympia, and he's got a massive cycle he has planned for the end of the year too. You guys will know what I'm talking about when you listen to that, so make sure you check that out, and check out all my coverage of the 2023 Arnold Classic South America, which we preview in the latest Bodybuilding University Part 2, which has just gone up as well. So tons of content coming at you guys this weekend and going forward as well. So do subscribe and hit the notification bell button. Anyway, that's it for me. For Xavier Wills, this is Desktop Bodybuilding, and we are out.